team did a great job today, and sharing the lead in the championship is just where we want it.
It's time for all the championship contenders to make a move. And what a rally to try and do it in. Round 6 of the 2010 Sasol South African Rally Championship is probably the most feared event of all, as it is contested on the public gravel roads around the town of Berkeley East in the northern parts of the Eastern Cape. Berkeley East is situated at nearly 2,000 meters above sea level in the southern Drakensberg Mountains, and the route traverses high-speed, sweeping gravel mountain passes with fearsome drops and stunning scenery. But SA's finest rally drivers will have no time to admire the views. This is the fearsome Osram Rally. The Osram Rally was formerly known as the Mountain Trial, and with good reason. While the event is based at the Berkeley East Country Club, crews will have to tackle a series of mountain passes spread out across a wide area that stretches from Lady Grey in the west to Rhodes in the east. What makes the Osram even more unique is the fact that unlike any other event, this one takes place in one single day, making it a mad dash to the line. Earlier in the season, Toyota's Johnny Gemmell looked down and out, but the East Rand businessman fought his way to the top of the standings, courtesy of 2 successive wins.
Yeah, we're right back in with a chance now with those 2 wins, eh? So we're tied with Enzo and 3 events to go, and this one's a nice one, so we'll try and give it a go in this one.
Enzo Kuhn occupied the top position on the standings board for most of the season, and although he still shares that position, the momentum has maybe shifted Gemmell's way.
I wouldn't say yet, just yet. We'll see after this event. I think this is the decider, and we head on head at the moment, and this event will make the difference. So from here on, every point counts. I think it's important to finish. We have to bank points, but we also have to make a gap on Johnny.
Jan Harbeck is 16 points adrift, and with a victory worth 25 points, the multiple champion is still in with a shot to add a 7th title to his name.
Yeah, I think it's this event will be quite critical as far as the championship points are concerned. Got to make sure we get a lot of them.
Mark Cronier has been extremely quick in the Osram's mountains, but will he be expected to support teammate Gemmell's title aspirations?
Look, I think the most important thing for us is to get Johnny to win the title. So for me, it would be to help Johnny as far as I can. But in saying that, you know, I'd like to give it a good go.
3 consecutive non-finishers have put an end to Hergen Fecken's quest to record a 3rd successive title. So what's left for the defending champion?
Yeah, look, I think the championship, mathematically we're still in with a chance, but I think realistically we're not there. So we're going to push hard and try and get as many of the opposition behind us and help Enzo a bit. I think that's the plan.
The feature this year has been the rivalry between Fecken and Conrad Rotenbach. These 2 have been the fastest drivers all year, but their flat-out approach have resulted in a number of non-finishes.
Yeah, exactly. We've been finding our feet a bit this year, and I think we've proved we've got the speed, but now we just got to prove that we can finish rallies and put it all together.
A host of privateers have their sights on a podium place headed by Hein Lateghan in the Pertec Toyota Auris, who ran the last 2 events as high as 2nd overall until crashing out.
Yeah, I think it's a learning curve. I'm getting faster and faster, but I'm also falling off the road, you know, so this event we'll probably try and get a finish for a change.
Charles Wilkin is slowly getting to grips with his Basil Reed Bizhub Ford Fiesta S2000 after a torrid start to the season, and he recorded his first finish on the VW Rally. Team Total's Fernando Roida will miss the Osram Rally, but Jean-Pierre Damso is in a handy 7th on the leader log and is a good bet for results in the bottom half of the top 10, as is the 2nd Pertec Toyota Auris of Visser du Plessis. Jaapie van Niekerk has an ex-factory Toyota Auris at his disposal and will hope to turn his season around, starting with the Osram Rally. Volkswagen's privateer teams are headed by Nicholas Ryan and Namibian Jaco van Dijk, while Evan Hutchison and Mokopane-based Theuns Hubbard both have 3 finishes each so far. Rounding out the 17-strong S2000 entry is Mohamed Musa in another Team Total Toyota Runex. For 2010, a seeding system similar to a handicap in golf decides the starting order. Recent speed is the determining factor, and fastest goes first. Defending champions Hergen Fecken and Pierre Aris will have the honour or disadvantage of sweeping the road ahead of BP Ultimate teammate Enzo Kuhn. and the third Volkswagen driven by Jan Habig. The Fiesta of Rotenbach starts fourth, followed by the Castrol Toyota duo of championship co-leader Johnny Gemmell and teammate Marc Cronier. Osram action will be fast and furious, as the teams only have 7 gravel stages spread out across the southern Drakensberg Mountains to make their mark before returning to the town of Berkeley East. As is the case on most events nowadays, the crews will have to tackle 2 successive stages each time before having the luxury of a visit to the service park. And at 30 kilometers, stage 1 or Boksbreed is not the easiest of ways to get into the swing of things.
Go. 110, crest, right 1.
The fight for the coveted Osram King of the Mountains title gets underway with a BP Ultimate Polo of Hergen Fekken and Pierre Aries. The defending champions are sweeping the road clear of loose little stones, so their time of 15 minutes and 28 seconds over the 30-kilometer stage is a fast one.
Long left 5, tightens to 7 down, no cut, tightens on exit. Into right 4, and crest right 7, no cut, 100 crest mid, and right 1, and care left 2.
I must say, we're sweeping today. It's really slippery, you know. There are tracks of normal road-going traffic, but it's obviously not on our line, so we cross it all the time. Right. Very difficult, it's very slippery.
Second on the road is not much better, but BP Ultimate teammates Enzo Keen and Guy Hodgson are in a fight for overall championship honours. In such a situation, you can either opt for a safe approach or go for the win. Keen chose the latter and completed the stage 1.6 seconds faster than Fekken.
Care, left 7 is right 8. 150, right 6. Hairpin, now right 8. Opens. 150, right 6 into cut, left 7.
I got a bit of a holiday on this event. Very nice, not to sweep. Been doing that all year, so it's great.
Third on the road and the third BP Ultimate Polo of Jan Habig. Regular navigator Rolf Pitchford was away doing testing for the next Dakar rally, so it was up to Habig's longtime partner Douglas Judd to slide back into the left seat. The pair didn't take long to get reacquainted.
We made a tyre choice of wider tyres, which we thought would give us a bit more grip. But I think it's not quite the right choice for the road position, so we'll change it now.
Much is expected of Zimbabwean Conrad Rotenbach with Peter Marsh on the hot seat of the Ford Fiesta. But 2010 is the youngster's first visit to the Osrams Mountains. His time of 15 minutes and 36 seconds is the third fastest so far, just an tenth of a second faster than Habig's time.
And needs 6 right plus in and bump onto bridge, step down and long open, 4 right plus 70. Late 3 left plus in, continues long.
We went too low with the setup, so it was just riding on the sump card the whole time. We did a few clicks to the suspension in this one to try to help it, but it doesn't really help much.
BP Volkswagen had already played their first cards, so it is now time for Castrol Toyota to show theirs. Marc Cronier and Robert Paisley normally enjoy these mountains, but the Castrol Toyota Auris arrived at the end nearly 4 minutes later than what they should have.
Yeah, we had a troublesome first start in first stage. We had a rock lying right in the grass, but sort of obscured, so we ran a little bit wide, and I didn't think anything of it. But it clipped the rim. It hit the rim. It didn't hit the tire. It hit the rim, and the rim just gave way. So the confidence all gone.
With Cronier's early setback, Castrol Toyota is on the back foot. And it was about to get worse. Johnny Kemmel and Drew Starrock were both feeling ill. And to make matters even worse, the Aurus picked up a puncture with 12 stage kilometers to go, costing them around 25 seconds and dropping them down the leaderboard.
Fog is your right slate then.
Yeah, it was going all right, then we had a flat, and then 12 Ks with a flat, so that was it. Lost 20 or 30 seconds there.
Next on the road, the Pertec Toyota Aurus of Hein Lategan and Johan van der Merwe. Lategan is one of the stars of the season so far, but he was still suffering from an injured hand following an accident on the previous round. Setting the 6th fastest time on stage 1 was therefore another solid performance. Charles Wilken and Greg Godrich had high hopes of turning their nightmare season around here in the mountains. After missing most of the 2010 season, the Basil Reed Bizarre Ford Fiesta was setting a good pace through Boksbraak, but bad luck was once again waiting around the next corner.
Opens over rough here. And Kerr. Crest is left 6, tightens a little, is Crest right 8. The Crest right 8 opens, C150. Go, what was that? Rock, go right 6, no cut.
Yeah, unfortunately, about 3 or 4 Ks into the first stage, we hit a rock around a corner that was sort of lying in the middle of the road, and I couldn't miss it, and that broke the oil cooler. So
the Team Total Toyota Runex of JP Damso and Callan Swan is the next car on the road. Damso wasn't willing to take any chances so early on and opted for a safe approach.
Stage 1 we weren't committed enough. Lost a lot of time there.
Visser Du Plessis and Gerard Snyman had a slow start to the 2010 season, but the former production car champion set the 5th fastest time of all on stage 1. The Pertec Toyota Aurus driver's best performance so far. The C-Track New Africa Developments Toyota Aurus of Japie van Niekerk and Robin Houghton is also experiencing a nightmare season following a string of non-finishes so far. Van Niekerk was hoping to turn it around here in the mountains and started well with a 7th fastest time.
Right 8. Double caution, crest middle, double caution, left 1, hairpin right 8. Left 1 here first, hairpin right 8, hairpin right 8. Into right 4. Right 4. Into left 4.
Nicholas Ryan and new navigator Armand de Tooy opened their Osram Rally account with a fine 8th fastest time behind the wheel of the Johns Way Volkswagen Polo on stage 1.
A perfect start for championship contender Enzo Kuhn with teammate Hergen Fecken hot on his heels. Rotenbach completes his first ever Osram stage in 3rd, while the leading Toyota is the privateer version driven by Visser Du Plessis. Castrol Toyota have it all to do with Gemmel down in 10th, a full 30 seconds behind his championship rival. The Osram Rally continues after the break, when SA's top gravel road racers come face to face with the mountain stages, where danger lurks around every day of the feared Osram Rally deep in the southern Drakensberg Mountains.